My buddy Robert at Sandblasting Experts got me hooked up this week and finished these things in record time. Look at this hood. It is mint. There is not a single dent or ding in it. It's probably one of the nicest Cub Cadet hoods out there. Got the console done, all the seat parts, foot pegs, down to bare metal, but carefully as not to warp the thin stuff. So shout out to Sandblasting Experts. I always say Norfolk, but they're actually in Chesapeake off 464. They do an amazing job, and the cheapest priced sandblasters in the Tidewater area, hands down. Robert owns the company and his son Jared. They're awesome. So if you need something sandblasted, you live in Norfolk, Chesapeake, Virginia Beach, somewhere in this area, check them out. They'll take care of you. Tell them Steve the Tractor Guy sent you. Hey everybody, welcome back to Rusty Wrench Restorations. Got some more painting done. So these are all the parts and components that were dropped off earlier this week to be sandblasted, and I got everything in primer last night and painted. I do have a little bit of concern with the hood here. I'm going to see if I can get this to pick up in the video, but it looks very grainy, and I mean, it's dry, but it's got some texture to it, and it doesn't quite have the shine. You can kind of see some good shine in this corner, but then you get over here and it's more like a matte. So what I've found is sometimes you'll just get a batch of spray cans, because this is from Rust-Oleum. It's rattle can paint job. And the reason I do that on these smaller tractors, it's just more work to break out the compressor and the guns than anything. And like I've said before, I don't have a case dealership that's really near me to get this paint, so I'd have to order everything online. It takes forever. So anyway, going down a rabbit hole here. But sometimes with these rattle cans, you know, they make the little plastic spray nozzles in mass quantities, and the quality isn't always the best. So what happens sometimes is when you're spraying them, you'll get like a little spatter on there, and sometimes if you get enough paint on, it'll kind of self-level and go away, but this stuff was not. So being as the hood is the largest, flattest area on any of these things, it's going to be the first thing that draws your eye to it, right? So when you see some cast that's already bumpy, like, it's really not anything out of the ordinary. But when you see this, you can tell there's paint imperfections. So I went ahead and ordered a quart of the Rust-Oleum Almond. I've never sprayed that with the John Deere hardener, which I'm going to put in because obviously it helps it dry, harden, and gives it that glossy shine. So fingers crossed it'll turn out all right. I'm going to run a nice smooth sanding block over this just to get rid of some of these bumps in here, and then we'll shoot it with some of the almond and with the regular spray gun. So in the meantime, I'm going to get all this stuff moved to behind my Wizard of Oz curtain here, and I think I'm going to get working on this engine. I've got to go through and pull off all the things that I don't want blue, so all the wiring, hoses, get it all kind of cleaned up, sprayed down, and primed and painted with my $34 can of Kubota enamel blue. And then I got a seat here from my buddy Dan, and I'll give you a little more info on that in a minute, but that's got to get wire wheeled so that this is going to be the almond color as well. So basically I'll shoot the seat and the hood at the same time. Alright, so I told you I got the pan seat from my buddy Dan. His name is Dan Guerin, and this is his company right here. Hopefully you can see that good. It's called Bullpen Antiques. It's in Canajoharie, New York. And I've got a couple older videos. I used to own a Cub Cadet original, and it had a Danco front end loader on it. You'll see it probably, I think, mid-October. I have a final retro restorations video, and that's one of the tractors that is in that video because it's something that I've owned but I never actually had the chance to restore. So I had bought that tractor from Dan. I drove up to New York, picked up the tractor, went to visit my dad, brought it home, and then I don't even think it was within a year I ended up trading it back to him for another tractor, and kind of regret it because that's one that I always wanted to restore. It definitely deserves to be restored. It's just a Cub Cadet original tractor with a little loader on the front. It's pretty cool. If I think of it, I'll put a picture in here. But anyway, I've gotten a lot of parts from Dan over the years, so he really hooked me up when it came to getting that seat pan for the 72. So those pans in good condition bring a pretty penny. Usually just because of the nature of the thin metal and the age, the way the brackets are set up on it, from sitting on the seat, it's, you know, it's kind of, that curved piece is like a leaf spring, right? So from bouncing on it, you end up getting stress cracks in them. And almost every seat that you find on a used tractor or from a tractor junkyard or whatever is going to have a crack in it. I ended up getting this one from Dan. He said he thought it had a little crack in it. I was looking at it. I don't really see one, but I guess we'll see when we start wire wheeling into it. But not really a big deal. You can always drill a small hole on each side of the crack. That should prevent it from growing. Or you can do a little stitch weld on it just to seal it up. But I definitely don't recommend sitting on a bare pan seat that has a crack in it, because when you sit on it and that crack spreads open and you get a little bit of that sweet meat stuck in there, you'll know, you'll feel it. So we'll see how this one goes. Like I said, we'll grind it down. If it's cracked, I'll probably just go ahead and do a little tack weld on it to seal it up. But anyway, Dan's a really good guy. Please check out his business. If you need anything Cub Cadet related, I mean, he's got everything from originals all the way up to newer stuff now, and he even has other lawn and garden type things, new parts, used parts, old parts, you name it, he's got it. He even hooked me up, sent me a cool mug. I appreciate you. Thank you, Dan. So I'll probably put a link to his website in the description as well. But Bullpen Antiques, Dan is your man. Alright, so I've wire wheeled the pan down, and you can kind of see a little bit of what Dan was talking about. It's not quite a crack, but it's starting to pop through, and it's just a hair over here too. If you flip it over on the back side, you'll see it's where the corners of this plate are kind of pushing in there. So not really a big deal. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bzz, bzz, stitch weld on there, grind it down, and she'll be good to go. Good to go. Alright, well, today got away from me a little bit. Didn't get much chance to get out here and video, but I was able to get the engine cleaned down, removed all the grease, grime, debris, rust, primed and painted. The only thing that I've got left is I'm going to tape off and put some high temp black here on the exhaust. And then let me get you over here. I ended up reshooting the hood, trying to keep everything separate from overspray. I reshot the hood. This was the quart of Rust-Oleum almond. As you can tell just by me moving around, there's definitely a nice glossy shine to it. And of course I did the seat as well, so I'm super happy. Look at the lights reflecting in there, so much better. It's got a little orange peel, but I'm alright with that. Came out pretty good. So yeah, seat's done, all this stuff's done. It's just going to be a matter of starting to put everything together now. So I'm going to let this stuff dry for the rest of the weekend. I'm going to take tomorrow and just do some family things. But let this dry for a few days and start getting everything put back together.